What's going on, everybody? Dots Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you all just a quick guide on your skills in Black Desert Online, just some basics about them, as well as how to set up your hotbar. I got some questions on this on my stream recently from a couple different people, and it inspired me to make this video today. Again, it's going to be relatively quick. I just want to give you guys some basics about, how to use skills, what skills you should be assigning to your hotbar, and what you should just be using from key presses. So the general rule of thumb when you play Black Desert Online is that you will primarily be using most skills from your key presses. So for example, on my wizard, I have Aqua Gel Explosion as shift left mouse button. I'm gonna get more benefit out of using the keyboard command for this skill than binding it to my hotbar. If the skill has a keyboard command, you generally want to use it. There are some niche situations where that, isn't the case, so you will get some benefit from hotbarring it, but in the overwhelming majority of cases, using it from the key presses is going to be your biggest benefit. Now, with that being said, there are certain skills that do not have key presses and need to be hotbarred. For example, I have my Sage's Memory skill. As you can see, there is no keyboard command, so I need to quick slot this skill onto my hotbars. Besides skills like this, you might also want to put some key consumables on your hotbar. Now, you might be asking, okay, well then, is there anything else I want to quick slot besides skills that must be quick slotted to be used, or certain key consumables that I want to use in a pinch? And in general, the skills that you're going to want to put on your hotbar, now this will primarily apply to characters with Awakening, so that you have two different weapons. You want to put skills on your hotbar that you want access to quickly on the opposite weapon. So for example, when I am on my spheres on my wizard here, I do want to be able to have quick access to skills like my healing aura, skills like my healing lighthouse, so that I don't have to hard C-swap and then use them. I'll be able to go, just be on my sphere bar, and if I want to, I can heal myself. Then if I want to, let's say, use a big healing lighthouse, instead of having to C-swap and then use Shift E on that bar, I can just click 3. It automatically swaps to my awakening, or excuse me, my main weapon, and cast Healing Lighthouse. And then at this point, this is going to depend on your class. You should either bind a skill to your hotbar that allows you to transition back into your awakening bar, or you might have a key combination that will do that automatically. So for example, I believe it's my Hellfire. Yes, it's my Hellfire, which is my up and F skill. I can even use that on my main bar, or excuse me, my main weapon, and it'll take me back to my awakening weapon straight away without having to hard C-swap. So the quick and dirty version of everything that I just said is you want to keybind skills that you want to hotbar skills that can only be cast from the hotbar, key consumables, or skills that you want to use to quickly swap between weapons without having to hard C-swap. So it's like if you want access to a skill from the opposite weapon quickly. Now, another thing to note about hotbars is that if you would want extra hotbar space, or if you want to make your own custom keybinds, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Settings, General, Simplification, and turn this quick slot on right here. This will allow you to hover your mouse over the various quick slots and customize your keybinds by clicking the cog wheel. Now, if you want access to more quick slot places, you're going to hit Edit UI, and you're going to see all these additional quick slots at the bottom. You just click the eye here, and it will open those and expose those. You save that to a preset, and then boom, you have access to more quick slots. Now, another thing that I want to touch on the skills is what Super Armor, Frontal Guard, and iframes are. This is something that I actually just recently learned about. I always thought when I heard terms like this, like an iframe, I thought was just slang for like a dodge, or super armor, I thought it was just slang for a certain skill, but I didn't realize that these were actually traits that your various skills had. I know it's kind of a newbie thing here, but this was something that new players might not know when they first come to the game. So I'm going to use my Aqua Gel Explosion as an example here. If you notice a couple lines in, it's in red. It says I have super armor while using that skill. Now, super armor means that I can't be CC'd or interrupted while using the skill, and it reduces the amount of damage that you take. Now, a skill with Frontal Guard, on the other hand, will basically block attacks coming from in front of you, but will not block attacks coming from the side or behind you. And then an iframe, kind of think of it like a dodge roll from other games, where whenever you have an iframe, you're basically invulnerable for the duration of that skill. So whenever you use an iframe skill, it's basically like a dodge, so to speak. So those are just some basics, guys, on skills, how to use them, when to use ones from your hotbar or when to use your keyboard presses, and a rough idea of what skills you want to apply for your hotbar. Again, I know that I only used wizard for example here, but if you apply the logic that I gave in this video to your personal class, you'll be able to set up a hotbar for yourself very, very easily. If you found this video helpful, guys, I would appreciate if you left a like on it. If you have any questions or comments about it, feel free to leave them below. And guys, feel free to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with my BDO content and other content that I make for various other MMORPGs. So thank you all for stopping by today. Appreciate it very much. As always, I'm Dots Gaming, and I'll see you all in the next one.